Everybody, welcome to the number one podcast for entrepreneurs. If you're not listening to us, then you're missing out on a whole lot. We are the No Fluff, No Gimmicks Raw podcast for entrepreneurs, specifically real estate investors. We are the Golden Ticket podcast. Check us out at thegoldenticketpodcast.com. I'm your host, Jesse Davis, and
I'm your co-host. Thank you for the warm intro, my friend. How are you?
yeah, buddy. Man, just the Houston Heat, and I'm sure it's hot over there, but dang, dude, it's like, dude, it's so freaking hot, bro. Like, I go in my truck at like 3 o'clock to go to the. So it says it's 105, and today just the temperature outside was 95. Yeah, it's just super super hot. So I'm so grateful. I say every day, I'm so grateful to work inside.
Yeah,
I don't
no
work
kidding.
outside anymore. But same over there. Is it pretty hot or what?
Yeah, I would say thank God it just rained right now. I'm looking outside because it's like an on again, off again. It's typical South Florida summertime, which was mid 90s at 7:30 in the morning.
Oh wow, that early is that hot, huh? So it's a little bit cooler in the morning here. A little bit cooler in the morning, but it is nice here. I will say this year I am grateful for all the rain because last year it was like bare dry, super hot. You couldn't do anything. But
like you.
Yeah, bare dry. I'm bare dry. Okay,
well, no, I said super hot, super hoo-ha.
Oh, I am. Oh, I am pretty sexy. You like my beard
when
going
I
on?
See
have
you,
a haircut in a while.
When I see you, I feel older. I don't know what it is. You bring it out in me. I don't know if it's the mature whiskers in you.
I'll make you feel older. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Cool.
More mature.
I've been reading a new book. I don't know if you've ever read it. I relate to this actor, Matthew McConaughey. I love Matthew McConaughey. I love his movies. His book, Green Lights. I started reading it this week. Well, I'm like almost done with the book. It's so good, but
yeah,
he's from my hometown, where he grew up in my hometown. His former, years of Longview, Texas.
Yeah.
And but just the way he is, I'm like, dude, yeah, he's just so down to earth, and just like he helps you to kind of realize, like, it's all about who you are. Don't try to change yourself for other people. And be okay with who you are. If you're different, that's just how you are, But it's a good. Have you read it?
Yeah, you know what? I listened to the Audible about like 2 years ago, so it's been a minute. I know. I remember it being.
I tried listening to the audio as well. So I'm pretty sure it was free. The Audible was free, I believe, because it was a few years ago. I tried listening to Audible, and I listened a little bit and I just stopped. Well, I like the actual physical reading stuff than I do as much as listening. So
I do it all. Listen, read, whatever it might be.
Yeah, for sure.
I got no one preference. I got to tell you something, which I started doing because I had that little slump, and then some biblical parable based. The gist of it was help people, and then you'll be helped. So I intentionally wanted to help people, even though I was not really in a position to be helping people. So I reached out to people in the group in one of the mastermind groups. And I said, hey, listen, I want to help you with your acquisitions because if you want to be great at something, you have to be great at one thing, which is the whole preface, which was just all I'm focusing on is acquisitions. And lo and behold, I got a few people reached out to me and it felt good. It reminded me of this is a lonely journey. We can make a lot of mistakes. So it was nice to have some good stories to share with some of these people that reached out that I befriended in the group. And at the end, they were like, listen, we'd love to partner in the future. If we come across a deal, would you be open? I'd say, of course, I'd be flattered if I could help and possibly make some money on the back end of it. So that was kind of my feel-good story, but brings me to, what are we talking about today? I know it was kind of tied into that. We were talking about...
You and I were talking last week because I think we kind of canceled last week because we're both kind of feeling, I don't know, just things have been a little bit hard, and this is the business. And we're talking about how there's roller coasters, and every entrepreneur, especially this business, will tell you there's really good highs and there's super down lows. And, And I forget that it's like that. And sometimes when I get super low, I'm like, damn, this just sucks, man. But the highs are so good. And I'm just like, if you don't like this business, if you don't like that part about this business, then you should probably do something else. Because, I have to remind myself too, because I get down to where I don't want to do anything. I'm like, shit. It's like, I just don't want to do anything. But when the highs are really high, I'm like going, going, going. So, but we were talking about, I think you and I were speaking about marketing. Really, you had mentioned marketing being pivotal, just sticking to one marketing channel, perfecting it. And I was thinking today, everyone's probably heard it just a million times, but um, a jack of all trades is a master of none, because
Yeah.
you can be really good at a lot of stuff, but you're not great at any one of them. So pick one, be great at it, and that's, I think, what we're going to talk about. Right? Was
Yeah.
the marketing, sticking to it and not giving up, and just trying to make it super, super good, and figuring out if it doesn't work for you. Like for me, SMS, I did it for a whole year and a half, and I'm just like, you know what? I was good at it, but like, and I just don't want to do it anymore. That's not what I want to do. So figure out what you like. I think being passionate too about what you're doing. You can't love it so much every day, but have some kind of passion for it, some excitement for it. 'Cause if not, you can do a lot of things to make a lot of money. I mean, you don't have to do this business or this marketing channel. You just figure out what you like. I mean, do you agree? Or, I mean,
No,
what works
not
for
to
you?
the right. Okay, so let me just add on that. Listen, if I could pick what I liked to do, it would be spending a lot of money on direct mail, and they would be calling me all the time. But the real harsh reality of it is, as I started looking at money going out and now money coming in, was
Mm-hmm.
what should I be doing? Can I be doing? And need to be doing if I want to survive and thrive and make it happen in 2025 in in the land business. And we know, whether it's messy titles or whether it's just cash straight, cash purchases off market. You got your tried and true SMS, cold calling, and direct mail.
Mm-hmm.
So,
PPC, if you have the money
or
for it.
I'm sorry. So you want to go
Facebook
the whole
ads, all that
gamut,
stuff.
PPC, Facebook ads, and RVM, which what does RVM stand for again?
RVM, it's
Rolling, rolling or roaming
not
voicemail.
recorded
Basically,
voicemail,
voicemail.
but they're just voicemail drops basically, like, and they call you back, and there's a little bit of uh, some legal
I
stuff there,
would
but I
not
don't. Probably the
advocate
same with
RVM.
SMS. Yeah, probably the same for SMS. The same kind of legal stuff that you might get in trouble for, but
Yes.
you're taking a risk. But
Although, if you have the opt out compliance and you've got all the TTP paperwork or whatever it is for SMS, you should be
yeah,
fine. But anyway, we're digressing. What I will tell you though is, so in the past few weeks, I've been working with this acquisition company along with my own, is that everyone is doing SMS tag teamed with cold calling,
hmm,
especially where you're
makes
getting the
sense.
highest bang for your buck, where you're
Hmm.
getting the biggest profit per deal
Hmm.
is in an SMS and cold calling.
Yep.
But you can't leave your seat. I can't get up.
Mm-mm. No, unless you
Literally,
have employees. They have
I
employees,
I,
most of
I
them. They're
check
doing it
in
by
at
themselves.
8:30, 9 o'clock. I blink my eyes. It's like 3:30.
Oh no, I know.
So I don't know. I got to tell you that if you're starting out and you're like, how do I do my first deal? There's really three ways. The first one is going to be cold calling.
Hmm.
How do you do that? You get a triple line dialer, meaning a phone line that dials three phone numbers simultaneously. You still have to get the data. You still have to pick the market. You still
Hmm.
have to have the data, the records, and then
Hmm.
you have to be good enough on the phone in order to do a deal. That's your
And you
first
could
way.
get Yeah, and you'll get good on the phones by just doing it, and that could be the cheapest version, really, cold calling, doing
But
that.
if you're not good
I'll
on the
give
phone, you
my yeah.
shouldn't be doing it. Period.
Well, you're gonna get if you're no, I mean I would say if you're an introvert or if you're not good on the phone, well just do it because you'll get better. Just getting the reps in. That's what
Real
I'm trying to say. Like
fast.
just
Real
keep
fast.
doing it. You get a lot
Yeah.
of FUs, scammer. You're gonna have a lot of that crap. So you just got to keep doing it.
Right.
Eventually you get that thick skin and you'll get better at it. So
Coarse. Dry. The skin. You saying thick skin?
oh, thick skin. Yo, yeah, you
Yeah.
have to have thick skin. I've had calls where I hadn't called in a while. Then it was like last year, and I was doing SMS, and a guy was like, he was taunting me and just like,
Oh,
how do
I
you
know
feel
that
about yourself?
feeling.
And it made me feel so crappy that I literally just stopped for the day because I was like, you can't, and that's okay. That's okay if you do that either one time or whatever, but you got to keep after that. Don't let it. But it bothered me so much. I hadn't been on the phone in a while, so it threw me off, But now it's like that shit doesn't bother me. I'm just
I'm
like,
going to tell
okay,
you,
you don't need my help, I guess.
I'm going to set you up. I'll tell you a quick story, and then we'll get into the second marketing channel. So if you don't like being on the phone, if you like being on the phone, cold call all day long. If you don't like being on the phone, then let's face it, you don't have the time. You might be doing this business when you get home. Your
Yeah,
next
full-time job.
best
Most of
thing,
them are.
of
Yeah.
course, your next best thing is probably going to be SMS.
Hmm.
So let me tell you a little bit about SMS this past couple of days. And these are the kind of, you're going to get your eggplant emojis, your middle finger
Hmm.
emojis, your devil
Hmm.
sign emojis.
I've gotten some
This one,
crazy stuff. Yep.
right. This one, I didn't get any emoji. She blatantly said a racist remark. The gist of it was, I wish you Yankees would would leave the area. So I knew what she was saying, and I told her because it was in a county in North Carolina. I said, I don't think that the Yankees play in North Carolina. Does North Carolina have a baseball team?
That's good. Yeah, you gotta sometimes just have fun with it. Yeah.
You have to have fun with it. That was the end of that conversation. So I
Yeah,
say
you have
that
fun with.
because
Yeah.
you have to have fun with it because now with SMS, you are not talking to anyone. Everything's
Yeah. I
but
will agree to that, but I also will say that you will eventually have to talk to somebody.
I was
Now
just about to tell you,
I'm not saying you can't do deals over SMS, but I
few and
mean,
far.
dude, I've never, yeah, people have said they have, and I'm sure you can, but you're going to lose deals if you never get on the phone and talk to people. So,
Right. The best way to look at SMS is like throwing it from a fishing standpoint, throwing
hmm
chum in the water
yes, exactly.
and
Perfect way to
seeing
say that.
who
Yep,
bites. And if you don't
exactly. Yeah,
have
yeah.
that rod in that water ready to pull when it
hmm
tugs, they're gone.
Yep. Exactly. I think
They're
that's
gone.
a great way to put it. It's a lead
Right.
generation thing, and I will say for people they want to do SMS for what you're talking about is to maybe do it yourself for no more than a month. They don't do it in more than a month. You can pay. I've paid people $4 an hour in Central America to send the text messages and get the leads for me, and they were really really good about the communication. And it was $4 an hour. So I'm just saying like get all the, because you're going to get tons of leads. I was getting 15 leads a day, 13, 10,
What's your definition of a
15,
lead?
Hey, I want to sell, basically. I want to sell. I'm interested. I wouldn't ask them. I wouldn't
How
make
many
offer.
texts were you sending out a day? Do you remember?
Man, it depends. I was in Florida, so I was sending out probably between like 700 to like 1200 or something. Not that much, really. But
So
it'll
I'm
cost you a
sending
lot per
out.
text. Oh, you're doing text now. I didn't know that. Okay.
No, no, I'm working with the company on the acquisition side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm subcontracting my acquisition services, and I'm
Gotcha.
sending upwards anywhere between 2,000 and 3,000 texts a day.
Yeah, it depends on what you're looking for. We would do, are you interested in selling? Yes. My first message was very straightforward. I will tell you that it was, and I would do it under 160 characters. If you
Right.
do more than 160, they'll charge you for 2 segments, which is basically 2 text messages. Which, if you start doing that, you're going to spend a lot of money in text messaging.
Yes.
So mine was just, hey John, I see you own 7 acres in Bear County. Ever thought about selling it, or ever thought about letting it go? What are you doing with that? I was just real straight to the point. It was really short, and then they'd either respond. You get your typical responses. On $1 million, people like that, I cancel out, and then. But yeah, just I think 3,000 is a lot. I mean, I think people were sending a lot before, but yeah, 3,000. I mean, how many leads are y'all getting for 3,000?
I'll tell you. So I sent today's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yesterday I sent 2,000, and I have it written down, but I remember because I just looked at it before we jumped on. I got right around 28, 29 yeses, meaning they had a hand up,
Okay.
of which I sent out 15 offers,
There you go. You're sending
of
your
which,
offers via text, right?
uh, yeah, like
Okay,
here we're
that's
going to
good.
be
Yeah,
between, and usually I do
that's
like
good.
a
That's
2 to
smart.
3,000 swing, 15 to
Yeah,
18, 18 to
gotcha.
21.
Yeah, that's good.
And I got one, sent out a proposal, and it got executed today.
Oh, you got a deal. Awesome.
Right.
That's
So
great.
now the nice thing is, since I'm not on the disposition side, and for anyone watching this that doesn't know, so it's a two-pronged approach. Acquisition sounds exactly what it is. You acquire,
Mm-hmm.
but now you need to dispose, sell,
Mm-hmm.
which is disposition. So they have a disposition team.
Okay.
So I've turned everything over to them, and let's see what they can do.
Cool. That's cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. You have a deal ready. Yeah, and I think what you're sending out is really good, because if you can handle that much, you can get to a deal faster, because it's all about volume, right? I mean,
Yeah.
but I
Lead to
like I
speed.
like sending the offer. I like sending the offers out through a text, and I would do mine on a template. So I'd send out 20 offers a day. But I would do mine. See, I would do mine the next day. So I would get them in leads. I'd underwrite, at nighttime, and then that I would put all my leads in a Freedom Soft, and that was a template. And then my acquisition would just push a button and send out 30 offers, 20 offers, 15 offers, and then start talking to those people. But yeah, I mean, I think it can get expensive though. I'm telling you, dude. I was spending sometimes $500 a month in just text messaging, uh, a cost, like per text message.
Oh,
So
for
five
sure.
hundred dollars plus data. I mean, if you're solo, I mean, if you got a few $1,000s, you know, I'm gonna say. I mean, did you want to go to your next one, or can I chime in on like um, what I would do if I was a solopreneur? It depends on what you're doing, really. If you're a
No,
solopreneur,
before we go
most
into
of our
direct mail,
listeners.
let's close the chapter on SMS
Okay,
before we
that
lose
sounds
sight.
good.
But so you
Good.
were
I
saying?
mean, I'm done. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm not I mean, everyone does everything different. That's not what I do, but I've done it before, and there's value there. You can do deals. I
So
just
now I'm doing direct mail. We're on to direct mail, my favorite,
Okay.
which I'm going to be very frank with you that I sent out 1,500 pieces, okay? And then another 1,500 are going to drop, so it'll be 3,000 for the month. Because I haven't done neutral letters in a long time. I've
hmm
done postcards.
Okay, that's cool.
And the reason
It's a little bit
why,
cheaper, right? Postcards are a little bit cheaper.
wait, yeah, for sure. And I'm a little nervous. The reason why I transitioned from postcard to neutral letter is because I was getting so many tire kickers,
Yeah, I'm sure. You get more
so many
leads for
tire
sure.
kickers. But I gotta
Yeah.
say, probably just as many as SMS. So now I send out the
Oh,
neutral.
I see. But it's cheaper to do SMS.
But so now I send out the neutral letters. They hit yesterday and today because you get one in the mail,
Yeah,
so
it
that they
takes a
hit.
little bit of time.
So I only got one phone call,
Oh, wow. But I
but
mean, Where, I mean, the only question I have for you as far as like Florida, because you're always in Florida, you've been doing this for a while. It's like I figured you've probably hit every county, so you're probably going back to counties you've already hit before, or
Of
no?
course, of
Of
course.
course, just hitting them again. I think that's smart. You got to hit them again and again and again. But mail is expensive, but your lead should be better. Postcards worse than an envelope they have to open. So, it's kind of it's how I mean SMS is the same. I mean, like your lead is low, but SMS you can get a lot of leads, but the management there is a lot. I mean, you don't have a VA,
Completely.
you should have one. You got a VA, you got to manage. Once they're going, they're pretty much just going. Like you ain't got to worry about them. But you got to have. I mean, if you're doing acquisition and if you're working full time and and your acquisitions and they're the lead generator, that's possible. For me personally, man, it's just now you're working as acquisitions for this company. You're helping them, which makes sense. But if you're doing it by yourself, man, it's just a lot of work, dude. I just don't. I
That's
like the
why
lower
I
hanging
went to
fruit.
neutral letter because I
Yeah,
didn't want to burn myself out with nonstop incoming calls on the postcard and that.
yeah. It just gets.
But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
I might
I
have to
see what
go
you're saying.
back so that I listen. I
It's
would love to
testing.
be.
That's all
It
you're doing.
is
You're
test.
testing. You have to test in business,
Yeah.
especially in
Yeah, you're right.
marketing.
You know what? Thanks for reminding me that.
We're always testing
Thanks for
stuff.
reminding
Like
me that. And I'll tell you
it
why.
all works, right? Everyone's doing deals from this kind of stuff. I mean, so
I don't mind being on the phone 6 hours a day.
because you're a personal person. You like being on the
10,
phone, like talking
11,
to
12,
people.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah,
10, 10
that's your
to
superpower.
4 or 9 to 3 with a total of an hour break broken up in
Yeah,
chunks, like 20 minute, 20 minute, 20 minutes. What else am I going to
I
do?
like that.
This is
I
where
mean,
the
that's
business
good.
to make money.
Yeah, that is. I mean, that's where your superpower. That's where your skills come in. And you're
When you're
really good.
starting
Like
out,
you
you
like
hear of all
doing
these
it.
other guys that they only work an hour, 2 hours a day, but they don't talk
Mhm.
about what it took to get there ever.
Oh, dude, when I see the stuff on Facebook, the ads, there's one guy right now. And I know what he does. I'm trying to. He does land Minio or something. He's a young guy. He always has videos of him getting out of a Lamborghini. His last name is Minio, Mineo, and he's
Don't
always
give
on
him,
my
and
stuff.
listen, don't even mention his name
I'm
for
just
fear
saying,
of.
this guy, I know what I'm trying. He's like free thing. I'm like trying to figure out. So I finally kind of figure out what he does. So he's calling Zillow leads, uh, building lots. He's offering them a low. He's assigning those to builders. He's building a network. He's basically on market assigning, finding builders and like doing that. So I mean, I know what he's doing, but he makes it. He's like walking out of Lamborghini, showing himself on vacation. It's like stuff like that just drives me insane. Like whatever,
Me
dude.
too.
People drives me insane. So and then one guy, dude, this one guy posted. I saw something on Facebook. This guy posted a check of $1,000. He's like flexing, like, I mean, $1,000. This is more money to come. That $40,000 coaching program that I paid for is gonna pay off. And then some guy in the comments put, "You're right, man. That 40,000 will get paid off." I'm like, who the hell, who the hell paid $40,000 learn how to wholesale, dude? That's fucking crazy. And people, I'm sorry, said the F word, but I'll bleep it out. But
You've been
like, dude,
blowing
that
it up. I
is
was going to tell you, you
it.
better
It
clean this
drives
one
me
up.
crazy, man. It just drives me. It's like
Yeah.
whatever. Is it? Was there? They're preying on individuals that don't know any better, who might have
Yeah.
some
Oh,
money.
God. Yeah.
Anyways, but I'm gonna say, so I'm gonna kind of go into what I would do real quick. We don't got
Yeah. I
much
want to
time,
hear.
but okay. So if I was a solopreneur, I'm gonna do exactly what I'm doing. And if you don't know how to do curative, that's fine. Just go after tax delinquent. Tax delinquent, you can pull those for free. Get 1,000 of them. You can filter them down to they owe more than 3 years or more. Filter that Excel spreadsheet out. You have tons of leads. Go line by line and look them up on the tax website. Look up, and if it's this is what I did today. So I'll look up. All right, you're tax delinquent 3 years or more. I'm going to look you up on the tax website to make sure that the Excel file I have is accurate to today. You are still tax delinquent, and you're tax delinquent or more. Okay, now I'm going to look up your property on Land ID. Is it worth even? Is it landlocked? Is the property even worth going after? Is that why you're tax delinquent? It is worth going after. Perfect. Now you're a lead. I just go line by line. So I went through. dude, you won't even believe. Montgomery County, where I live right now, is a hot county, and it's man, I think after I did just deceased owners, no, tax delinquent more than 3 years with 15,000 records, and I got down to 170 of deceased owners from 170 from 15,000, and then I
Right.
filtered. I just finished today. I filtered that down 170 down to 65 that are legit properties that I would go after that are tax delinquent, that aren't like trying to pay a payment and trying to catch. I
Right.
want the really super low hanging fruit. I want a
Yeah.
property that's worth something. I want something that has road access. If it's a a landlocked, I'll put you in there, but you're gonna be last resort. If they have a tax lawsuit, even better. And they're tax delinquent, deceased owner, um, and land's the best, but I'll go after houses too if they're there. I'm not just doing just land, but
Yeah.
anyway, so that's what I would do if I was, even if you're working a full time, just focus on the lowest hanging fruit. Find someone who's like five,
Be careful. Be careful
five,
with the
10
low
years.
hanging fruit theory, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
It's
Just to
low
get
hanging
started
fruit.
though, I would say.
Okay, but I think I think you have to figure out the time allotment. Meaning, if you've got little time, low hanging fruit. Not to say that it's not feasible, but little time, low hanging fruit, direct mail. A lot of time, low hanging fruit mixed in with some other higher up fruit, because you're going to get low hanging fruit, as competitive as it might be, with
Yeah.
smaller profit margins. But simultaneously, you should have to dedicate some more time to going after something a little more nichey. And when I mean nichey, bigger acreage sizes or honey hole counties that they could be adjoining counties that
Mm-hmm.
have spillover that could be growing, infill lots. So I think low hanging fruit's good, but
Well, I mean,
it's
low
also
hanging.
the pool with the most competition.
Yeah. So when I say low hanging fruit, I mean as far as let me find the property with the most problems. Not like low hanging fruit as far as like in a crappy county. No,
Yeah,
go to Lee County and pull a tax delinquent. Dude, Florida, if you want to do tax delinquent and pull data, dude, it's so easy in Florida. They make all their
really?
websites are the same. Oh, dude, it's like I can go to Florida right now. It's so easy to pull their data. Everything, most of them are free. Even Orlando, all that stuff is free, which makes it. Which I like the lists that are harder to get because I feel like there's less competition. But at the same time, go after the people with the most problems with the sellers are the worst. They're hardest to get a hold of. I feel like the harder it is to get a hold of somebody or to find somebody or um, who are I mean, think about it. A property that's tax delinquent for 10 years, something's going on there. Someone has not contacted them. No one's messing with that person, and you can possibly get it for 10 cents on the dollar and you make enough money on it. So that's what I'm saying. For a solopreneur, doesn't have a lot of money. You don't have a lot of time, but you could probably work on maybe one file. Like, hey, I'm working on this one file, just getting your reps in. And that's what you want to do. I like doing that personally. I can't see myself doing anything else. I personally like to do it. I get a thrill out of it. It's actually kind of exciting for me. Like I enjoy it compared to just sending out marketing. Even if I had a bunch of money, I might do a PPC, but I would do it for this so I could solve some problems. It just depends on what you want to do. But for solopreneur, no money, pull a tax delinquent, filter it out 3 years or more, and then just go line by line and making sure they're still tax delinquent. Find the problems. Look at Google Street View. I look at Google Street View all the time. Tax delinquent 10 years. Property looks like it's been inhabited since from Google Street View since 2022. The property looks nice. That's on the back burner. Now I see Google Street View. The house is vacant. It looks vacant. I'm like, hell yeah. I get excited. I'm like, oh, that's a property right there.
Yeah, yeah,
Can't
yeah.
wait
I
to
know
get a
what you
hold of these
mean.
people. I get pumped. I'm like, that's a property. But sometimes they're tax delinquent, but they're not even in a lawsuit, and they've been tax delinquent for 10 years. So that's my take. But me and you are totally different. So
Yeah. We're similar,
I'm so
but we're
passionate.
different.
I'm so passionate about that part. Yeah, I just like solving. I like solving I like going after individuals that aren't being talked to. Like they're not getting any calls from anybody else. I don't like
Yeah.
I got an offer yesterday from this person. I'm like, okay, and then I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
like
yeah.
talk them down.
Gotta
But
have
that's
that
hey,
thick skin.
yes, some people like the volume and like hey, there's deals out there, and
Yeah.
the business is hard, but you can just keep going, and whatever you like. That's what I want to get at is like do whatever feels for you, whatever is your personality. You like getting on the phone, which you're really good at. You're a personal person. I mean, so am I, but you like talking to people and stuff. Good customer service, stuff like that. So, yeah, just do what your superpower is. If you
Yeah.
can find
I think
someone else that's a little bit different to help you, then that's good too. But anyways, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, as we kind of wrap this up, I'll say that just to kind of reiterate your point. First and foremost, all marketing works. Yes or no?
100%.
Secondly, do what you love. Yes or no?
Yes, 100%.
And lastly, there's no excuses to not start. I guess you just have to
Oh yeah.
figure out your why, figure out your how.
Yes. There's no excuses
And
for not starting.
it's super
I
simple. It really
I
is.
make I make all my calls with my personal cell phone, dude. I almost got a work cell phone. I make calls with my iPhone. If you really want to do this and for free, you have an iPhone or a phone, and then you pull a list for tax delinquent. Most of them are free. If not, you're going to pay the most $50 for it if you're in Texas, and just start calling people, man. Like
Yeah.
filter it down to the most ish. I'm just saying, if you don't have a lot of money, you can do the business. It's going to take you more work, but just find people with a lot of problems. That's the main thing. If you want to do it, if you want to spend money and do what, mail, SMS, hire people, you can do that too. Have it more automated, less off your back. You're just doing more of now when you're doing it on that. I feel like you are getting lower hanging fruit because you are filtering through all the people, having everybody else filter through all the people, sending
Sure.
offers, and then you're grabbing those individuals, and then you personally are talking to those people, which are the lowest hanging fruit of that huge list that you texted. Say 5,000 individuals that
Sure.
you text, you got one deal out of that, but it took you a lot to get that, but you're grabbing that low hanging fruit. You aren't wasting a lot of time sending out you sending out the messages, you talking to every individual that says yes. You're picking out the individuals that said yes, plus accepted an offer from you. Am I
Yeah.
right? Is that what you're kind of doing, right?
Yep, that's correct.
You're not sending you're not sending the offers, right? People are sending them for you. Or if you are, you're sending them through a template or something real simple.
Yeah. I
Push
mean,
a button, it sends it out. Yeah.
exactly.
Make it
Exactly.
simple. Be efficient. I feel like business in general, and I'll preach this, you know, forever. I believe in this. Is being efficient is be efficient as you can. It's the most important thing. Not efficient like fast, but like efficient like you're doing the most with the
Doing the
time you
right
have and the way you
steps.
do it. Right? Yes, because I feel like it's all about numbers, talking to people, and going to the best individuals that want to sell for a discount, and not wasting your time with people who won't. So efficiency is I believe in efficiency 100%. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'm Jesse Davis. This is Jason Guerrero,
Oh,
my co-host, Jason Guerrero. I never
I'm
did
your
that before. I was
co-host,
just trying
Jason
to be.
Guerrero. This is the Golden Ticket Podcast. Where can they find us, Jesse? Where can they find you?
The golden ticket podcast.com for sure. You can JV with us there. It's a joint venture deal. If you have a deal, you have some insight on it, you can fill out a form there. We'll help you out with any kind of deals or questions you might have. If you want to be a guest on the show, you can fill out a form there, as well. Check me out at Jesse Davis REI on Instagram, and then I'm Jesse Scott Davis on Facebook. And I think that's
The
it.
humble
Yeah.
guy with no social handles as of yet, but I still love you.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. We'll see you next week.
For
Same
sure.
always, buddy. All right, man. Well, good talking to you.
You too, my
And
brother.
I'll see you next week, buddy.
You got it. Same time, same
All right.
place. Be good.
Yes, sir. All right. Out, buddy.